This is the Fourth Amendment. It reads, "The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall issue, but upon probable cause supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized." Pretty straightforward. So why is it that we have to adopt laws to enforce this law of the land against the very organization sworn to uphold the Fourth Amendment? It's madness, but that's exactly what's happening.
These Stingrays are not selective devices. If they are in your area, all cell phone calls will go through the Stingray because that is the most powerful signal in that area. So everyone within a quarter of a mile will be passing through the Stingray. Now, if the police knew the phone number and knew the machine address of the device being used by the criminal they were attempting to listen to, that would be one thing. But in most cases, they do not. They just know that the criminal lives nearby or is in an apartment here or is in an automobile there. So they have to listen to everybody's conversation to filter out and find the actual person that they are interested in, which means that every single conversation within a quarter of a mile is being listened to and has to be listened to determine which conversation is the one that they're interested in.
WorldNet Daily reports Shahid Buttar explained at the Electronic Frontier Foundation a California bill SB 1186 would vastly strengthen oversight relative to the indefensible and completely opaque status quo. EFF supports the bill because it would expand transparency and community control over the acquisition of surveillance technology. For nearly a decade, the company Harris Corporation sold sophisticated military surveillance equipment to police departments across the United States without any elected policymakers knowing that their tools even existed.
There is no municipality in America that has more than 5,000 people that does not have access to at least one of these devices. Some of the larger cities have many hundreds of these devices. The central problem with the Stingrays, other than the fact that the Harris Corporation, almost in league with the government, has a contract so tightly bound that anyone who buys one cannot tell anybody else where they got it from, what the name of the product is, how much they paid for it, how many other products similar to it that they own, or anything else.
Think about that. They're saying that they signed a paper with a corporation that they're not going to disclose this information to a judge as required under the law, under the Constitution, that their non-disclosure agreement with this corporation is more important than the Constitution or any laws that we write subsequent to that.
The surveillance state has grown like an STD that, of course, nobody wants. Automatic facial recognition and automatic number plate recognition have, in the span of a few years, become the norm in a Big Brother prison planet society. All the technocrats and their socialistocratic government soldiers need to do is apply the Chinese-style social credit system on American citizens, and a sliding slope for totalitarian domination is right around the corner. Unfortunately, we have reached the point where Americans need to demand the enforcement of their Bill of Rights now more than ever. John Bound reporting.